Hey, Jeff Packer here with the Packer Group, and I am standing in front of the Sequoia model built by Lombardo Homes here in Windridge Estates subdivision. This subdivision offers just a little over 100 homes. They are just about to open phase 3 of this subdivision, and it's a great time if you're thinking about buying a home in new construction to check this bad boy out. I cannot wait to show you. This is a 4,500 square foot, 4-bedroom, 3.5 bathroom home. It offers a ton of super cool amenities. I can't wait to show you. Let's go check it out. So welcome to this beautiful home here that Lombardo has built. This is the entryway, and it's nice because a lot of homes nowadays have these big, huge 2-story foyers and 2-story great rooms and things like that. And this home doesn't fall into those typical things, but yet it offers, the way this home is set up, over 4,500 square feet of living space that is going to be perfectly designed for the modern family. So let's take a tour. Let's check it out. I'm excited for you guys to see this. So some of the cool details that Lombardo does with these models is you can see a lot of the base moldings and trim work is all really beefy, big moldings. You've got the tray ceiling here in the foyer, which is fantastic. It just gives it a nice look. You flow into the dining room here, and again, you'll see things that are typical, but with a more modern flair. So you see the chair rail going across. It's a simple design. The base molding is a simple design. You've got the tray ceiling set up just to give it a little bit more architectural look and feel and make this formal dining room a bit more cozy. And they finish it off really nicely with upgraded light fixtures and crown molding to just give this dining room space just an absolute wonderful space if you're going to be entertaining the family and friends for Christmas, Thanksgiving, things like that. So they did a great job. I love the designer features that they did with the wallpaper. Really well done. You come over here, this would be what we really call nowadays a flex room. It could be set up like this one is as a office. You could easily set it up as a sitting room or a den or a formal living room. Really a lot of different options. I've even seen it as creatively used as like a piano or music room and a great place to be able to put your grand piano. But one of the beautiful things about the way this is set up as open as it is between the dining room into the foyer and into this flex room is that there's just so much natural sunlight that's just pouring into this space. And that's what we know most people are really looking for in a home. They want that natural light and things like that. But again, Lombardo has done a fantastic job with putting crown molding up. They've got the nice beefier trim, as I mentioned before. And then as you'll notice as we walk around through here, they've got 5-inch wide planked engineered wood flooring throughout this first floor, which just really ties everything in really nicely. So let's walk through over here. They've got a powder room and hallway here, or hallway closet. So it's kind of like your front door closet. You've got your staircase coming up here, and then all of this opens up and flows into really the back part of the house. And the back part of the house is made up of your great room, your breakfast nook, and your kitchen. But let's stop here and admire, obviously, the great room for a minute. Some of the things that they've done here that I just think is exquisite is they've got these stained beams up in the ceiling just to give it some nice texture to the ceiling. Along with that, they've got shiplap that's all up there in between the beams. And it really then helps dress up the designer fixture that they upgraded to just really give this space a really nice look and feel. Now, this particular model, you can have this be a 2-story great room, but what they've done to add it to have that extra square footage is this has what they call the raised loft option. And so what that does is these are 9-foot ceilings in the first floor, And what they've done is then they've added this to be an 11-foot great room ceiling. And so they've raised it up 2 feet. We will see the loft upstairs when we get to the second floor. But what it's done is it's given so much volume to this room. And you can see that with how they've even dressed up the windows. You've got all of the normal slider windows with the picture window, but you've got these windows up above there to just again bring all that much more natural light into the space. And then it's framed up with a fireplace, mantle, and surround, and it just gives a great feel for the family for their great room. Here we are in Lombardo's Ambassador Kitchen. This kitchen is fit for the modern buyers of today and homeowners. This, I mean, just you can see, let me move over here behind the island because you can really then get a sense of how big this island really is. But this thing is massive. I mean, it's 8 feet by, I believe, like 4 or 5 feet wide. Can you imagine, like, again, hosting a nice dinner party? You've got all of your, charcuterie boards and wines and things like that here, and you're just being able to entertain and enjoy yourself. So fantastic island. And people come to us all the time wanting big islands. Well, this is a big island and offers everything you need. It's all quartz throughout, and this is kind of set up to be like a modern farmhouse style. You've got the raised panel shaker cabinets. You've got the farm style sink. And you've got the beautiful subway tile backsplash. Again, you've got 36-inch cabinets, but with an extra 12-inch cabinet up above, giving it just this huge amount of volume throughout. So it's really, really cool how they've got it set up. Again, modern farmhouse, so you've got some of the poles and the handles and things like that that just kind of tie in that design and feature throughout. Huge space for your breakfast nook, which is great. They did increase the size of the door wall, the slider, from 5 feet to 6 feet. So it just gives it, again, more natural sunlight coming in. You can see the transom light up above, or the transom window up above, and things like that. They did do a two-tone look, so you've got the white cabinets on all of the exterior cabinets in the kitchen, and you've got a wood grain kind of grayish finish cabinet for your island, which is just fantastic from that standpoint there. Now they've got this pocket office, which Lombardo is doing on these models, which is really kind of cool because, again, we all have that drop zone area where we come in from the garage. We've got all of our electronics these days, iPads, things like that, the mail, and it's like we need a drop zone, but we don't want to clutter up our kitchen, right? So this pocket office is a great option for that. So you've got a little desk area here. You've got some other space here that you can be creative with, but great space to just kind of tuck away and hide, some of the day-to-day stuff that you may not want out and about, in your kitchen space, cluttering up your beautiful island. Off of this Ambassador kitchen is mud room and back hall closet and things like that. They've got the locker type system here, super big space, lots of storage off of here with 2 big closets, one more of a pantry than a closet, but everything's here for you to be able to need for your day-to-day Ambassador's kitchen. But then what's even really neat is what they've done over here. And so they've done an additional wine room. And so you've got your kind of typical Butler's pantry, and again, completed with all the same finishes and amenities that the Ambassador kitchen has. But this wine room is what's really neat. So they basically stole space from one of the closets off of the mudroom in the three-car garage area, and created this little wine room. And so you've got the wine fridge in here, you've got your wine rack, obviously lots of other cabinets and things like that there. But in today's world, people are wanting some sort of liquor room, whether it's a bourbon room or a wine room or things like that. And so to have a space that you can house all your alcohol for entertaining purposes and to showcase it a little bit more, Lombardo has done a really good job with this. So that kind of completes the first floor. Like I said, this is a 4,500 square foot home. It's a big home, lots of really good size throughout, the open floor plan concept and things like that. Lombardo's done a great job, but wait until you see this master suite upstairs. So let's take a break and head upstairs. All right, so here we are up in the second floor, and before I show you the awesome loft, the detail in the back, like this shiplap wall that transitions the first part of the steps up to the second part, there's a little landing there. Just a cool little detail that I think is worth mentioning. I love the shiplap. Again, it's a very farmhouse style design, and so it just helps carry in a different texture, especially on a large wall that's usually like, you're not gonna really decorate much there because you got the window, but it just adds a little character. Cool thing to note. But here, this is the loft, and my goodness, you know, when you think about like new construction and all the costs that go into new construction and things like that, as far as bang for the buck, this room is it. Because if you think about it, it serves for a lot of purposes what somebody would want like their finished basement down the road to serve. And nobody, after they build a house, wants to drop another 6 figures in finishing the basement out within the first, you know, year or two of that ownership. So how can you get that rec space without breaking the bank and finishing off the basement with a 6-figure job? Do the loft upgrade. And the loft upgrade is just a fantastic space. Again, they've done some really cool things with the shiplap up on the ceiling just to give it a little extra character. Obviously, you can see it's kind of got more of a barn style ceiling look, or what we'd call like a bungalow style look, because this is up in the attic space. It's a little bit, because we said this is 2 feet higher. You step up off the main floor, the second level, you take a couple of steps up. But again, great sunlight coming in, and what a cool space for like games, family to hang out, things like that, that might just be another different spot for the kids and the family to hang out, that can get a little messier without disrupting everything that's going on the first floor. So really cool space up here. Now, up here we've got 4 bedrooms, we've got 3 full bathrooms, and we've got a second floor laundry. But the crown jewel of everything up here is the master suite. And boy, oh boy, Lombardo does not disappoint with what they've done in this room. So come in and check it out. Again, it was an upgrade to do this, but I think it ties in really well. But the hallway and the master suite is all done with that same 5-inch plank engineered wood flooring that is on the first floor. You've got tray ceilings up here in the master. Again, that's an upgrade. It's got the crown molding to finish it off really nicely. Also, again, I love it when they do detail stuff with like carpentry and things like that. And you can see all of the wainscoting that's done on this accent wall. Just gives it, again, more texture. It's a lot more interesting, and it just gives the master bedroom on this super big wall that has 0 windows, gives it a lot more character with that. So that's pretty neat. Now, the master bathroom, amazing. So check this out. You've got double vanities on either side of this freestanding tub. Freestanding tubs have become one of the biggest, most popular upgrade that people are doing nowadays. And the way they did this with kind of this built out shelf, having the faucet kind of set back in here, just really, one, finishes it off nicely because now it hides all the plumbing and things like that, because that's sometimes the downside of doing a freestanding tub is your plumbing isn't as hidden and it's more exposed. But having it hidden, having it set up the way it is, just really makes this a really cool space. And then on top of that, they've got this huge walk-in shower with bench seat. And again, I wanted to get in here so you can kind of see the scale of how big this is. But this is fantastic. Now, they didn't do this, but these are upgrades you could do, because again, you get a shower this big, you should have body sprayers, maybe do a rain shower head, maybe have a dual shower system and things like that. But all of it's doable. It's just with the way they set up this master, they just did it with a single shower head. But this is so big, really nice setup in here. The walk-in closet though, man, I'll tell you what, my wife would die for a walk-in closet this way. Now this is meant for 2 people. I'm pretty sure I would get kicked out and it would just go to her, but check this thing out. You've got your own island to be able to put jewelry, other like watch collections, things like that. Obviously, if you're gonna do this the right way, you'd end up doing like a California closet system or something like that throughout. But this is great. And then you've got the whole changing mirrors to be able to make sure, okay, top to bottom, do I look the part that I need to look today, right? You want them to look like $1 million, you need to have a mirror that's gonna help you make sure that you do. So what a fantastic space to have a huge closet like this. It's as big as most bedrooms, and it's to house all of your beautiful garments. Hey, thanks for coming on this journey on this video with us. We hope you enjoyed the house. We would especially like to thank Lombardo Homes and the staff here at Windridge Estates for letting us tour this amazing property so that we could showcase it for you. If you enjoyed it, please hit subscribe, like the video, and feel free to comment. Ask questions about maybe something you saw in the video, and we'd be glad to answer any questions that you have. And as always, we are a real estate team. We would love to help you on the new construction purchase of your dream home. And so if something like what Lombardo has built here intrigues you, there's links in the description that you can go to get in contact with us, and we would love to talk to you about how we can help you go on this journey of building your dream home. Welcome home, Detroit. Do it a third time. You know, when you're charging at me, it just makes me so nervous. I feel like you're gonna tackle me, like I'm a kicker on the football team and I've got the middle linebacker bearing down on me. Like, it's just really, really unnerving, Sam. Here we are in Lombardi's. That's not what we want.